Okay, so a very good morning to all my students. We are here at the 4th day of our seminar, and today we have one more eminent personality from the hospitality industry. We have Ms. Reena Chaudhary, who is the Director of NIS Management Limited. And a bit of an introduction regarding her. Ms. Reena Chaudhary is the Joint Manager and Director of the NIS Management Limited, a company providing security and housekeeping services, along with integrated facility management services, which handles over 16,000 of manpower. She has been associated with NIS Management Limited for the past 28 years, exclusively handling the housekeeping operations of the company, along with her managerial duties and responsibilities of being one of the board members of the company. She has done her master's degree. She has done her master's degree from the University of Calcutta and mass communication from Jadavpur University. She, apart from handling her housekeeping and security company, is also a visiting faculty member and director of Kirtika Academy Private Limited, a group company of NIS Management Limited, which imparts certificate training for security, guards, and housekeeping staffs. And apart from that, she has been awarded the Bharat Nirman Award in the relevant field as well. So, students, I would now like to invite ma'am, who will be speaking to you about the qualities required for becoming a good executive housekeeper for the accommodations operation. Ms. Reena, can I please have you on stage? Thank you so much.
A very, very good morning to all. Good morning. I think this is better. I thank Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management for allowing me to speak to such a wonderful audience, such bright faces looking up to the future. And this reminds me of our days, when we were also in college and we were aspiring to become something. I'm very happy to see all of you here. I'm not a very famous personality. I understand that. But why I'm here talking to you all is because I have some experience in your area, the area in which you are going to work. I am an entrepreneur. I work with some organizations, some established organizations like the airports, some hospitals, offices, factories, including some five-star hotels, very eminent five-star hotels like the Oberoi's, the Marriott's, Park, Taj. And because I work in these places, I happen to interact with the housekeeping department a lot because my work is to provide housekeeping services. I am a service provider. So my job is to provide housekeeping services, and I interact with housekeepers, executive housekeepers. And one thing I've always believed and felt, that this department is a very, very crucial department. It is the backbone of any establishment like hotel, resort, which requires exceptional cleanliness standard. So this department is very important. Me and my 10,000 plus workforce, boys and girls, we believe, that the whole world, what do? They are responsible for dirtying a place. वो गंदा करते हैं. What do? हम साफ करते हैं. So who does a better job? हम. In future, you are the people who are going to do a better job. So we are the proud Safai Walas of this world. And I think the government of India has also, thank you so much. They have also realized this. During pandemic, they termed this service as an essential service. And our Prime Minister started the Swachh Bharat program. So this department is becoming more and more important. Now, once you have been inducted in this department, you're working in the housekeeping department of any kind of establishment, you will definitely aspire to become the executive housekeeper. Why? Because the position holds a lot of responsibility and power. My interaction with the housekeepers of the executive housekeepers of some very prominent and eminent establishments have made me believe more and more that this department, this job, requires lot of passion. If you are not passionate about this job, you cannot do this job. It requires lot of dedication, perseverance, perfection, and above all, patience. So, coupled with your hard work, which is a non-negotiable term, hard work, with that, you need to have a lot of patience and perseverance. Because you are in the job of satisfying someone, your client, your guest. So you are in the service industry. Now, once we have understood this, that so many qualities are required to become an executive housekeeper, it is also important to understand that this job is not only about cleaning. It is not only about cleaning. It is about managing a team. It is okay to manage your own performance. You know, like a doctor, he performs his own job and is responsible for his own job. But a housekeeper, an executive housekeeper, is not only responsible for his or her own performance. He or she is responsible for ensuring efficiency, ensuring satisfaction of the client, not only through her own or his own duties, but through a team. And this team might comprise of any kind of people. I have a team of 10,000 plus workforce, and they are working behind me, not in front of me. They are working in malls, they are working in hospitals, hotels, managing very, very important areas. And I can still sleep at night. You know, you have to be that kind of a housekeeper, that your team will share your vision, your mission. So if it is your job, if you understand that you have to satisfy this guest or a client, even your workforce will understand the same thing. It becomes their objective too. And this is most important. You all are in a college, students, bright students. You've learned a lot about hospitality over here, but this learning does not end here. The learning of an executive housekeeper begins here. So it is a process of continual learning. You have to learn a lot from your experience. You have to be abreast with the new techniques and the technologies, the new era of digitalization. The world is moving very fast. The world we knew of in 2019 and the world we know of in 2023 is not same. Digitally, technologically, it has moved. And the housekeepers, the executive housekeepers have adapted to it. Now, how will you adapt it if you're not learning? So this learning will also continue after you pass out from here, after your degrees and diplomas are achieved. Okay. Now, this job also has its flip side. Many a time, and in your future, you will come across this term, it's a thankless job. You know, like the mother of the house, she's always complaining that it's a thankless job, I keep on working her whole day, you people don't realize. So you're becoming an housekeeper, and you will start complaining that it's a thankless job. It's a job hazard. It's a job hazard. All jobs has its hazard. This job has this hazard. But let me tell you, is it a thankless job? It is not a thankless job. It's only our mindset that we become depressed. We think it is a thankless job. It is so vital a department that in the absence of this department for only one day, any establishment, be it a hotel or a hospital, anywhere, they will feel the vibrance. They will feel that something, not something, lot of it, everything is topsy-turvy. What we save them from is what only we know. People walk in a place, they find the place clean, like I walked in, this place is so nice, so well arranged, I sat here. But there must have been someone who had kept it like this. Did I think that all the chairs are here in line? The dais is so well maintained. How come all this is like this? I would have realized it only if it was not done. If I'd seen that the chairs are all tera mera here, rubbish is lying here and there, I would have realized, I would have been upset, maybe shouted. But I don't say anything when I see that everything is in its place. Mind you, like me, everybody realized this. So don't worry, if your hard work, so you are working hard, and don't worry that if your hard work is not noticed, if nobody is appreciating, we are in the support service, and our job is accomplished if we have done that. The job of an executive housekeeper is accomplished if nobody is complaining. Nobody have to appreciate, but if nobody is complaining, that means the job is accomplished. As you can say a veteran in this area, because 28 years of experience is not less, and I'll be retiring soon, so it's a lot of years into this industry. And let me tell you, assure you all, because you are stepping into this world, I'm exiting from this job. that it is a very, very fulfilling job. Today, I do not have to wait for a year for my appraisal. I don't have to wait for my company to tell me whether I've done a good job or not. I am assessed every day. If a guest checks out of his room satisfied, if a patient is discharged from a hospital, if a office goer comes, sits in his workstation, satisfied, he sits with a cup of coffee and starts his job, I know I have done a wonderful job. I have given the environment that all these people had actually wanted. So this is not a thankless job. It is a very fulfilling career. And we will realize it. Once we step into it, we will realize it. So, to all of you, I wish you all best of luck, best of everything in your journey to become the excellent and very efficient executive housekeepers. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm sure the students have benefited very well from your renowned speech regarding the endeavors in accommodation operations. Once again, thank you so much for your time. Next, we have another one of our eminent personalities as a guest speaker today. We have Mr. Somalia Sarkar, the Executive Chef of Vivanta Kolkata EM Bypass. So, Mr. Sarkar had studied at the Seth Arindam Jaipuria College in Bachelor's in Commerce. He has done his BBA in the Hospitality and Tourism Management with a specialization in gastronomy. His first job as a supervisor was in a catering company, after which he had joined the Viceroy Group, Hyderabad. He was also offered the position of the chef de partie in 2008 at Taj Ganges, Varanasi, after which he had moved to the Gateway Resort, Damdama Lake, Gurgaon, as the executive chef and has been part of their opening team. Moving on from there, he has then been to the Vivanta Guwahati as the same position of the executive chef. So he has gained over 15 years of experience, under which most of he has spent at the hotels under the IHCL brand. So without any further ado, I would like to invite Executive Chef Mr. Somalia Sarkar, who will be imparting to you the knowledge as well as a discussion from his experience in how to become an executive chef. So, sir, can we please have you on stage? A huge round of applause, please.
Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Actually, I'm pretty scared from yesterday. This is not a very right platform for me. I always believe in actions, not in words. So, what happened at times, I used to sit like you two, all of you are sitting here. And so I can relate my older days when I was a student in a college and I used to attend the seminars. Okay, well, so today the topic has been given to me is that how to become an executive chef. Actually, it cannot be a very generic topic for everybody, or it cannot be very unanimous for everyone, because everybody has different goal, different effort, different journey in their life. But what I believe that there is nothing called impossible. If you want to do something, if you want to achieve something, and if you are steady towards your goal, And if you select right pathway, then nothing can stop you to get the success. When I look back to my past, from a middle class family, no knowledge about the hotel management, fathers and the family members all used to go to the offices and jobs. And they had a desire for me that I will also one day go to the office. Or like everybody had a dream like my son or my daughter will become a doctors or engineers. I decided to upset them. Even being lucky enough to got a chance to one of the best commerce college in Kolkata, Jaipura College, was out in second year. I came to know about the profession of a chef, culinary part, the food part, which used to attract me. I came to more in touch with that, and then I decided I want to become a chef. I was in second year. One day I called my father. I said that I want to become a chef. I don't want to continue this course. He must have thought, what the craziest person in the world. But I tried to make him understand that what I want to be. I don't wanted to run towards the crowd. I wanted to run opposite to the crowd. I don't want to be common man, what everybody wants to be, where everybody running towards. So I could make my father understand that, and then I got, okay, go ahead, and then I joined Bengal Institute of Technology Management under Vishwabharat University in Shantiniketan in a course where I fulfilled my father's requirement as well as my requirement. I studied hard. So this is a time when you are in college, I say most of the time that this is the very crucial time. And these days, these 3 years or 2 years or whatever you have, 4 years, these days will never come back to your life. This is the time which you need to utilize your days every moment. You need to study. Many people think that hotel management, nothing about study. You do some practicals. You go to YouTube or go to the Google, search some recipes, and you will become a chef. This is a completely wrong idea. In my college days, I still remember, I used to go to library. I used to sit, I used to consult 4 or 5 books. I used to make my own notes. And in my exam paper used to complete different from others. That was not to make my exam paper different from others. The intention was to more you go into book, more you will put effort to find out the notes, you learn them. And if any one of you want to learn something, you need to put effort. Without effort, the ready-made thing will not going to help you. So, this crucial stage during college days, please study, take notes, understand what it is. The theories and all are very, very important. This is going to give you a lot of confidence in coming days. A subject like accounts, you may feel that what to do with the accounts in the cooking. When you will become a manager, when you will become an executive, your business, your job won't demand only the cooking part or to dish out a good preparation. Your job will also demand the profitability of the unit or the establishment where you are. So, such kind of subject like finance and all, please do not ignore. Now, so this was about the college life. Post-college life, then there is I call sacrifice and hard work. These other two most important thing. So at times, when you pass out from your colleges and all, don't waste time. Sometimes I've seen people wait, because I am giving you a lot of live examples, what I come to know every time. A lot of people wait, okay, I'll get a job, I passed out from good college, I've got a degree, I have got so much of marks and all, I have done my IT from these places. During my college days, I have learned every corner of Spain, France, Greece, Italy, So no one can stop me. So again, you are in wrong world. The more practical the more you'll involve to practical works, how to hold knife, how to cut vegetables, how to prepare things and all. Those will help you with to groom you for coming days when you are going to get job and when you'll join some organization. So after college and all, if you get a chance, join for some small assignments in any of the hotels or any food establishment, be it a short course for like a 2 months or 3 months, or be it apprenticeship trainings or any kind of sort of training, which I never got. That time I didn't had idea, or so I'm not like, don't think that I'm too old and all, but it was like 2000 and all when I was not so aware of that fact what I'm saying. But nowadays this apprenticeship training or short courses and all are much more in the market. In a lot of hotels and cafes and the restaurants, they offer these short courses. If you get a chance, please go and join them. These are going to help you. And you can relate certain things which you read from the books to practicality. So after that, what happened? After passing out from the college, a lot of people try hard to get a job. Many of you get job. After getting job, many people give a lot of effort, hard work to sustain, survive and grow. But many people doesn't give that hard work because they think, no, I have got a job, now it is done. It is not done. Once you get a job, that is your toughest time of life. That initial 1 to 3 years to become a chef, that 3 years you have to give a full effort, that so that you can, every moment should be a learning moment. I remember when I got a job, after that, in my break time, I started with the Indian cuisine. And during my break time, I used to go to other sections like a cold kitchen. A cold kitchen used to be busiest time from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. A lot of sandwiches, burgers, and all these orders used to go. So I used to work in those sections in my break time, apart from going home, to learn the things in apart from Indian section, to learn things from other areas. I used to go to store. I used to check each and every ingredients, the detail of them. I used to receive vegetables, raw materials at the receiving area. Because when you want to become a chef, you must know the ingredients. Because without right ingredient, you cannot prepare a right food. So, a job of a chef starts from the receiving area. During an industrial training or during a job, spend a lot of time in the receiving area. Check what raw materials you are getting. Check what products are coming inside the hotel. Nowadays, in the packaging, you'll get a lot of descriptions, a lot of detailing about those products. And in these days, the hygiene and food safety is very, very important. So when you will see the boxes and packets, you can see a lot of allergens, the food safety norms, directions and indications. So those are very vital for you as a chef to know them, because those are going to help you while preparing the food or delivering certain food to certain customers. Because nowadays many people are highly allergic, certain people are diabetic, they'll demand for those things, and if you don't know, you cannot deliver the right thing. While it is the cooking, I say that I've seen many students coming to the bakery and they wish to start layering the cake from very first day. That is not the right thing again. Before layering your cake, you must know how to bake a good sponge, how to whip the cream, what should be the temperature of the cream to store, and while layering the cake, how to cut the sponge. So what I mean to say that you need to try to learn everything from the basics, from the very scratches. Don't jump. In life is like a stair, small steps. You take small steps, and reach to your destinations. If you jump those steps, what will happen at times, if something fragility comes, then you'll just drop down and you won't have any support to hold them, because you have crossed that, you just jumped that, you avoided that step. So in your career, take every steps, those steps are like a learning steps. Learn them and reach to your goal. What I mean to say that to become an executive chef, you need to have right mindset, or you need to have right goal that I want to be there. And then you need to mold your life towards a lot of sacrifice, dedication, hard work, and discipline. And discipline is also one of the most important thing which is going to give you a right shape in your career. That's what I want to know, tell you. I mean, you could understand I was not a very good speaker. I was very scared from yesterday what to say and all. And that's all for now. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir, for your imparting speech regarding that. So, students, I would just want to say that regarding the executive housekeeping and regarding the executive chef, you have had two eminent personalities who have just spoken to you. So, on top of that, does anybody have any questions to ask them? Any questions? Okay. All right. So moving on, I would like to invite, okay, we have a question here. Okay. And your question is to?
Chef.
Okay, Chef Somali, a question for you.
Good morning, sir. My name is Samanna Chakraborty and I'm from second year BHM City. Sir, as you are specialized in gastronomy, can you please enlighten us how in today's culinary world gastronomy is getting trends, like gastronomy is getting involved in the culinary world? How it will help us? If we learn about gastronomy a little bit more, how can we reuse it when we are in the industry?
Hello. Okay, so as I said, that gastronomy is all about to learn from the basic scratches. Gastronomy talks about science, art, which turns into the culinary form. So, if you want to survive for a longer time, or if you want to sustain in food production for a long time, knowing basic is the very important thing. I always say that. Without knowing the basics, you cannot survive. Yes, you can go for certain time and all, but that path is very limited, and after certain time, then you'll struggling. So, like I studied, for example, I'm giving a book called La Rouge Gastronomie. It is like a Bible for chefs. So you'll get all kind of terms, the sauces. So it's more about the French kind of thing. So if you study them, then you'll come to know about those terms, that authentic sauces, ingredients and all. So that is going to help you, and in future what will happen, wherever, in whichever platform you are, you won't feel scared. It will give you a lot of confidence. So La Rouge Gastronomie is one of the form for the French cooking or European cooking mostly. The same kind of thing you'll find a lot of things from the Indian cooking. India cooking, like basic gravies, then different cuts. In India, cuisine is very vast and very versatile. All over the India, even if you go to one village to another village, you'll find that there's a difference of cooking. Although they haven't come in such a constructed form like how the French cooking and all come, because French cooking is very, it's from long time and it was professionally handled. But even nowadays, with the help of a lot of thesis papers and research papers and all, you can come to know about them. So gastronomy is all about that one. And apart from the cooking also, then certain nutrient parts and hygiene parts and all these things you'll come to know. So that is more to give you a lot of confidence for coming days, and it will make you stronger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for ma'am, I would like to ask some question. Good morning, first of all. And I'd like to ask you, ma'am, as a woman, as a lady, you are being a director. That's a proudful thing for all of us. Like, can you please tell us what inspires you to be so proactive every day?
Come again, please.
What inspires you to be such proactive every day, to be so active and to have that positive mindset every day? Like, we all have ups and downs in our life, we all have good days and bad days, but what actually inspires you to have that mindset of like being so active every day?
See, thank you so much for the question. See, this industry itself, it calls for a very positive impact on others. So there's no way, there is no excuse from not being proactive, because you will have to be. And this is not only about our industry, this is about all kind of industry, that you have to be a step ahead if you are into service providing. If you have to have satisfied clients and guests, you need to read the mind of your client and guest. So you have to be a step ahead. At the same time, when I was talking, I told you all that it is not only about keeping a place clean, it is about managing a team. And when you are managing a team, your impact on others is very vital. What they deliver, what they do, is what you actually impress upon. So that is motivation enough for yourself. As I said, I don't need to actually wait for a year to see whether my job is appreciated or not. A satisfied client is my appreciation, and that keeps me motivated enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, chef. Good morning, ma'am. I have a question from chef. My name is Pawan Singh, and chef, did you still cook? Did you still involved in cooking? Like, I'm not talking about the managing a kitchen. I'm talking about, did you still cook in the kitchen?
You mean to say that whether I still cook or not? Yes, definitely. I mean, morning I wake up with that, whenever I wake up in the morning, I have a plan that tomorrow today I'm going to go and cook these certain things and all. And cooking, I'm in this industry, I'm here, where my existence is all because of the cooking. So cooking, I never joined this industry because of the cooking or earning money. This is the passion, this is my dream I wanted to be. This was like a dream run for me. I cannot survive without cooking. Every day, even a small portion of dal tadka also that I cook. I ensure that in a day, at least something I cook. And obviously, I mean, cooking, culinary is such a vast thing and all. It is like a universe. There's no end. So the more you'll go inside, you'll find something new, which you don't know. So I try to learn every time, every moment. Thank you.
Hi ma'am, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Ma'am, actually I want to ask you a question like, what is your mantra in your life, not as a hotelier, but as a human being?
Yes, as a human being, I would like to be remembered as a very, very positive person. So, in order to remain positive, you naturally have to cancel all the negativities. So, when I was talking to you all, I said that the job we are in might seem to be very mundane, might seem to be a very thankless job, but that does not depress me at all. So, because why it doesn't depress me is because everything is a learning. So if I have a dissatisfied guest, I know that's a learning. And I learn from there. And that motivates me again to deliver even better. So my mantra is be positive and keep your team positive. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Sir, I have the same question for you also. What is your mantra?
Can you repeat the question, Emmanuel?
I want to know that what is your mantra in your life to be a perfect human being?
Be a perfect human being, to being a perfect human being, it starts about the good humanity first. And
Nice.
and at the end of the day, when you go to bed, before that, you must realize that you're honest, and your generosity was good for a good sleep. So every day ensure that whatever I do, whatever act I do, that humanity comes first for me, and then everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. I am Anushka from BIC. I have a question to ma'am that, as you said, ma'am, that you have to interact, or every housekeeper or any hotelier have to interact with each other or team. So personally, I have a fear of public speaking. So how can I overcome my problem?
Oh, you have the same problem that I have. So don't worry. You know, work pressure teaches you everything. So it is not public speaking. At one point of time, I had done my mass communication from JU. But let me tell you, it did not help me at all in overcoming my fear of public speaking. But when I came into this job, I found that it is not public speaking. It is interpersonal communication. So it is one-to-one communication when you're handling your team. You are a leader, of course, but you are not a political leader. You are not speaking from a dais. You are there working with your team, and that motivates them. It is not only about what you speak, it is also what you do, how you do. They learn from you. And you are, if you can idealize, if you are disciplined, if you are perfect in your own job, your communication is done. So you really do not have to have that extra skill to be able to be a public speaker.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. I have a question for you, sir. You said cooking is your passion and you make sure you cook daily, even if it's dal. Even I love cooking and I'm from BIC. And what question I have is, you said cooking is your passion. So we know sustainability is quite important. Even Picasso was passionate to paint and his paintings are worth millions. But everybody is not that successful even in this industry. And with the social media and all, people nowadays don't follow the traditional route. They join a hotel and climb the ladder. They make their own way and they become successful quite early. So in this changing era, how do you suggest we commercialize our vision? Vision is the key thing if we want to commercialize ourselves in the long run. And how do we commercialize ourselves and the product we sell to the public? As a chef point of view.
See, as I said earlier, that everybody has their own way. And everybody has their own goal. Sometimes while taking interviews, when the students or any of the professional comes to me, I ask them one question, that what is your goal? You want to become a rich chef or you want to become a successful chef? These two things are very, very different. And these two things has got different direction. Nowadays, when the social media things platform is stronger and you have a multiple opportunities and multiple platform, there's the opportunity that you can make money in short period of time. But what will happen, that short period of time also may a very short time in your life. You may not survive or sustain for a long time. If you want to become a successful chef, you need to have a steady steps, like a step by step. You don't miss your step and don't jump it. That is going to help you for a survival for a longer time, right? So nowadays what happened that initially many are joining the kitchen, food production after 2 years or 3 years, because I feel that to understand the kitchen initial stage, it takes almost 2 to 3 years to understand the kitchen only, and then later on your cooking things and everything starts. So what happens, certain people after 2 to 3 years, they feel that probably they are confident, they have learned certain things and all, then they takes their own platform. Some people become a food blogger, some people become a kind of showman kind of thing, some people open their own establishment, etc. It happens. But then you have to see that how many are surviving for long time. So that is limited. Few, yes, they do. They are they're very popular. Even a lot of chefs, Chef Ranveer and all, so they have also lived their past to certain extent and all, and they have choose their part and their things different. When we as a chef, we do cooking in a hotel, our things are more consistent, our things are more focused. So it is not like that, okay, today I wish to cook this thing and showcase. It doesn't happen. That you have some structured thing, you have to go through that structure and you have to serve it to the guest and you have to survive to the industry. So this is the two different paths. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, chef. My name is Prableen Kaur, and I have a question for a chef. That what qualities you are looking for when you are hiring a new staff member?
The quality should be that eagerness to learn, hardworking, and discipline. These are the most three important things for me. Because learning is a continuous process. Every moment is learning. If you want to improve yourself, you have to learn continuously. Discipline gives you a right frame in your lifestyle. So these are the very important things in life. And hardworking, of course, I always say that hard work pays back. Today, when you are doing hard work, you no need to look at that what you are getting in return. Don't think about that. You may get that return might be a little late, but you are definitely going to get it. So always hard work pays back. So hard work, discipline, and your learning. These three most important things. Thank you.
All right, so that was very much of an interactive session with ma'am and sir. So next up, to conclude, can I please ask our Reverend Vice President, Mr. Joyce Ghosh, to come up on stage for the felicitation. Can I have a huge round of applause, please? Okay. First, ma'am, can we have felicitate ma'am, Ms. Reena Chaudhary? A huge round of applause, please, ma'am. Okay. Next, Chef Saumanya Sarkar, can you please come up for your felicitation, please? Can we have a huge round of applause again? Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. I'm sure the students had a very nice executive session. Okay. Can we please ask all the remaining faculty members to come up for a small group photograph with sir and ma'am, please? Sir and ma'am, could you please? So students, Ms. Reena Chaudhary and Chef Somalia Sarkar, everybody. Thank you. May I ask the students to please be seated for the important announcement. Please be seated. All the students kindly be seated. Thank you.